God says, I am tired of trying to talk to you through the small signs you keep ignoring, through the gentle whispers you brush off, through the feelings that rise in your heart for a moment and then fade because the noise of the world becomes louder than my voice. I have been calling you again and again, knocking on your spirit softly, hoping that you would pause long enough to notice that something much bigger is happening around you, something unfolding with precision, something that has been written long before you were even born. What I want to tell you now cannot be postponed anymore because a moment is approaching, a moment stamped in the heavens, a moment that will reach you on November 6th at 11:11 p.m. And this moment carries a truth so powerful that you must hear me before it arrives. This message is urgent, very urgent, and I am giving it to you now before it vanishes from your path like smoke in the wind, before your chance to understand slips out of your hands. I know you have been feeling something strange in your spirit lately, a restlessness, a pull, a heaviness that sometimes makes you pause and wonder what is coming. You have questioned whether it is your imagination, whether it is fear, whether it is hope, or whether it is something divine trying to reach you. And I tell you now, it is me. It has always been me. I have been trying to talk to you in the silence of your room. In the quiet moments where your breath slows, in the sudden chills that run through your body when you think about your future, in the moments when your heart races without any visible reason. These are not random. These are signals. These are messages. These are warnings and preparations and blessings wrapped inside invisible threads that I am placing around your life. Something very shocking is coming, but not shocking in the way you fear. It is shocking because it will reveal what you could not see before. It will shift something that has been stuck for years. It will bring clarity where you have been confused. It will expose truths that were hidden behind lies. It will open doors you thought were locked forever. It will show you who stands with you and who has only been pretending. This moment, this 11:11 moment, is like a divine stamp, a moment perfectly aligned between heaven and earth, and when it reaches you, your life will not remain the same. Do not be afraid. Nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You are protected. The reason I am warning you is not to scare you, but to prepare you. I need you to trust me now in a way you haven't trusted me before. This is not about rituals, not about perfection, not about being flawless. This is about surrender. This is about letting me carry you through a moment that will shift your destiny. The world may look chaotic, people may disappoint you. Situations may feel heavy, but you are not alone. I have sent angels around you. They have been watching. They have been whispering. They have been guiding your steps even when you didn't know it. You have been walking with a weight on your heart for far too long. You have been carrying fears that were never meant for you. You have been holding on to memories that drain your spirit, expectations that break you, regrets that punish you, and worries that trap you in cycles you are not meant to repeat. I have seen your tears, even the ones you never let fall. I have heard your silent prayers, the ones you whispered inside your heart when no one was around. You think sometimes that I didn't hear you. But I did, every single one of them. And now is the moment I respond. There is something that has been planned for you, something that cannot be stopped, something that has been delayed but never denied. People tried to interfere. Situations tried to block it. Your own fear tried to slow it down. But destiny has a timing that no one can rewrite. On November 6th at 11:11 p.m., a divine alignment will touch your life. A shift will happen in your spirit. A truth will be revealed. Something will come to your awareness that you could not see before. This is not a small sign. This is a message designed specifically for you, and that is why it feels urgent, why it feels heavy, why it feels like your soul is being pushed forward even when your mind is afraid. Do not ignore this. I am speaking to you with love, not anger. When I say I am tired of trying to talk to you, it is because I have been watching you struggle alone when you didn't need to. I have been trying to reach you when you kept convincing yourself that you are strong enough on your own. You are strong, yes, but you were never meant to carry these battles without me. You were never meant to fight in silence. You were never meant to feel abandoned. You were never meant to believe that no one cares. I care. I always have. And now I am stepping into your path more clearly because you need me to. You think you have been standing still, but you have not. You think nothing is happening. But much is happening behind the scenes. You think you are forgotten, but you are being positioned. The delays you faced were not denials, they were protections. The betrayals you faced were not punishments, they were revelations. The losses you experienced were not endings, they were clearings. Everything you thought was breaking you was actually shaping you for the moment that is coming. I know you have questioned yourself, asked whether you deserve love, blessings, protection, miracles. And the answer is yes. You do. And on this night, this 11:11 moment, it will be made evident to you. There will be a shift in your emotions, a lifting in your spirit, a realization that makes you stop and breathe deeply as if something heavy has finally been released. You will remember my words, something shocking will happen, and you will understand that shocking does not always mean frightening. Sometimes it means unexpected. Sometimes it means overwhelming in a beautiful way. Sometimes it means miraculous. You have been walking into your future without knowing the full picture, but now the picture will begin to reveal itself. A message, a sign, a conversation, a dream, a sudden pull in your heart, something will arrive to you that night. It will open your eyes to something hidden. It will close a chapter that needed to end. It will start something that has been waiting for the right timing. And I tell you again, nothing will go wrong with you. You are not in danger. You are safe. You are covered. You are held. All I ask now is that you trust me. Trust me beyond your fear. Trust me beyond your doubts. Trust me beyond what others say. Trust me even when you feel unworthy. Trust me even when you do not understand what is coming. Because I am not sending this message to frighten you, I am sending it because your breakthrough is close, and I want you ready. You have only a little time before this moment arrives, and that is why I speak urgently. This message carries weight. This message is meant for you alone. I chose this moment to speak because the veil between what is hidden and what is coming is thinning. And I do not want you to enter this moment blind or unprepared. I am with you. I am guiding you. I am watching over you. And this moment, this November 6th moment, will remind you that I never left your side, not for a second. Trust me. Pray to me. Keep your heart open. What is coming will not harm you. It will reveal you, elevate you, and transform you in ways you could not have imagined, and when the moment arrives, you will feel something in your soul that tells you, this is it. This is what God was preparing me for. You are safe. You are protected. You are chosen. And the message was meant for you. God says, I'm tired of trying to talk to you, yet I am still here, still whispering into the spaces around your spirit, hoping you will finally listen before something that cannot be reversed reaches you. I am speaking now because something very shocking is coming toward you on November 6th at 11:11 p.m. I do not want you to fear, but I want you to understand that this moment is not random. It is a moment written long before you were born, a moment that carries a weight you cannot see with your human eyes but can feel in your soul if you allow yourself to be quiet for just a second. You keep asking me for signs, you keep begging me for clarity, you keep telling me you feel lost, alone, tired, confused, but whenever I try to speak, your heart trembles for a moment and then you push the message away. You say you will listen later, you say you will pray later, you say you will trust later. But later is closing. Later is tightening. Later is no longer something you can delay, my child. This message is appearing before you because you have been drifting away from the very thing that has been trying to save you. I have watched you cry silently into pillows no one knew were soaked. I have watched you pretend to be strong around people who would not understand the storms you are carrying inside. I have watched you break quietly, holding together the pieces of yourself with the last little bit of faith you have left. And even though you feel like I have been silent, I have been standing near you in every moment of your exhaustion, in every breath you took when you did not know how you were still surviving. You think I am far away because you do not hear me, but I am not far. It is simply that the noise around you, the worries, the fears, the betrayals, the disappointments, the people who tried to drain you, the people who lied to you, the people who pretended to love you but were secretly against you, all of these things have created a fog around your spirit. And through this fog, I have been trying to get your attention. This is not a message meant to scare you. This is a message meant to lift you, shake you awake, and tell you that what happens on November 6th at 11:11 p.m. is something that will change you. Something that will open a truth you have been refusing to look at. Something that will finally expose why certain things never worked out. Something that will reveal why certain people had to leave. Something that will bring clarity to confusion you have lived with for years. Something that will show you that the things you thought were losses were actually divine protections. You think you are unlucky. You think life has been unfair. You think you are forgotten. But the truth is, everything you call unfair was actually me rerouting you. Everything you call pain was actually me removing what would have destroyed you. Everything you call abandonment was actually me pulling you away from those who weren't meant to walk into your destiny. Nothing in your life has been random. Even the heartbreak that you still carry, even the people who wounded you. Even the betrayal that you still think about late at night, all of it was shaping you into the person who can now receive what is coming. But I need you to hear me clearly now. What is coming at 11:11 p.m. is not a small moment. This is not a coincidence. This is a divine event that has been aligned for you, and you must prepare your spirit for it. This moment carries a revelation. It carries an unveiling. It carries a shift. A truth long hidden is going to rise. A path long blocked is going to open. A blessing that was delayed because you were not ready is finally being released. And someone connected to your journey, someone whose actions toward you were hidden, is going to be exposed in a way that will leave you speechless. You have been praying, God, show me who is real. You have been praying, God, reveal the truth. You have been praying, God, please protect me from anything that is against me. And I heard you. I heard you, even when you thought your prayers were too small or too broken to reach me. But I never needed perfect words, I only needed your heart. And your heart cried out even when your mouth didn't. Your heart asked me to uncover what you could not see. Your heart asked me to save you from what you didn't understand. And I am responding now. The reason I say I am tired of trying to talk to you is not because I want you to feel guilty, it is because I need you to realize the urgency of the moment you are stepping into. You keep doubting every sign I give you. You keep hesitating when I try to guide you. You keep returning to the things I took you away from. You keep allowing people into your energy who are not aligned with your purpose. You keep ignoring warnings that were meant to protect you. Yet even through all of this, I am still here. I am still fighting for you. I am still sending angels to walk beside you. I am still preventing things from reaching you that would have crushed you if they had succeeded. You have no idea how many dangers I have pulled you away from. You have no idea how many traps were set for you that never touched you because my hand was covering you. You have no idea how many people spoke against you but their words fell powerless because I blocked them. My child, listen carefully. On November 6th at 11:11 p.m., something will come toward your spirit, a message, a realization, a shift, a truth, a divine movement, and you must be open to receive it. This is not a moment to rush. This is not a moment to ignore. This is not a moment to fear. This is a moment to breathe, to pray, to listen, to allow me to reveal what I have been waiting to show you. What is coming is not danger. What is coming is not harm. What is coming is not destruction. You are safe. Nothing will go wrong with you. You are protected. You are covered. You are held. Your future is secure. I do not bring chaos into the lives of my children, I bring truth. And the truth that is about to reach you is going to free you from something that has been silently holding you back for years. A cycle is ending. A chapter is closing. A pattern is breaking. A spiritual burden is lifting. A karmic tie is releasing. Something that has been draining your energy is being removed from your path. And someone who has been pretending to care for you while holding secrets behind your back will be exposed. You will feel something shift around you before the moment arrives. You may feel restless, emotional, sensitive, even confused. Do not fear these feelings, they are signs that your spirit is adjusting to what I am preparing. You are not imagining the heaviness you have felt recently. You are not imagining the sudden distance between you and certain people. You are not imagining the strange dreams, the sudden intuition, the moments where you felt like someone was speaking to you through silence. That was me. And now I need you to trust me. You keep asking, why me? But I say, because you are chosen. You keep asking, why does it feel so hard? But I say, because the blessing I am about to release is greater than anything you have seen. You keep asking, when will things finally change? But I say, very soon, and faster than you think. You keep asking, am I really going to be okay? And I say, yes, I will not allow anything to happen to you that is not already written for your good. The moment at 11:11 p.m. is a divine invitation. It is the turning of a spiritual key. It is the opening of a door that has been closed for far too long. I need you to be present. I need you to be still. I need you to trust that what feels uncertain right now will make perfect sense after this moment arrives. No more fear. No more hesitation. No more doubting your worth. No more carrying guilt that does not belong to you. No more allowing people to drain your spirit. No more accepting less than you deserve. No more blaming yourself for things you did not cause. No more replaying the past in your mind. No more holding on to people who were not meant to stay. No more shrinking yourself to keep others comfortable. No more running from the calling I placed inside you. You are stepping into something bigger. Something higher, something that your spirit has been craving for years. You may not understand it yet, but you will. When the moment arrives, clarity will flood you like light entering a dark room. You will finally see what I have been protecting you from. You will finally understand why certain doors never opened. You will finally understand why you had to walk away from certain people. You will finally understand why I kept pulling you back into prayer. You will finally understand why your heart felt so heavy recently, because it was preparing to be lifted. My child, I am not leaving you. I am not abandoning you. I am not angry with you. I am not punishing you. I am trying to reach you before this moment arrives so that you do not miss what I have arranged for you. Your angels have been standing guard around you, especially in the last few days. They have been whispering to your spirit, trying to get you to pay attention. They know what is coming. They know what you are being prepared for. And they are excited for you, because what you are about to receive will open a new season in your life. This is not a warning of danger, it is a warning of transformation. A divine shift. A spiritual awakening. A revelation that will change the direction of your life. And I need you to trust me enough to receive it without fear. You are not alone. You are not unprotected. You are not forgotten. You are not cursed. You are not unlucky. You are not abandoned. You are mine. And because you are mine, nothing can touch you that I do not allow. Nothing can break you that I do not strengthen you through. Nothing can steal from you what I have written for you. You are safe. You are loved. You are chosen. You are covered. And you are walking into a new divine chapter whether you feel ready or not. Prepare your spirit. Pray. Breathe. Trust. And wait for the moment I have aligned for you. When it comes, you will understand everything. God says this to you in a voice that trembles with both love and urgency, a voice that has followed you through every shadow, every moment of doubt, every silent prayer you whispered when nobody was listening. God says, I'm tired of trying to talk to you through signs you pretend not to see, through moments you call coincidences, through feelings you push away because they scare you. I have been calling your name so loudly in the unseen that even the angels stepped aside to listen. And now I'm telling you something that you must not ignore. Something very shocking is going to happen to you on November 6th at 11:11 p.m. God's voice trembles softly, not from anger but from the weight of what is coming toward you, the weight of something heaven has prepared and earth does not yet understand. You are told that this message is here for you before it vanishes, before the moment closes, before the gate of divine timing shuts. You have felt this gate before, those rare seconds when you get chills for no reason, when you feel heat in your chest, when you sense a presence watching over you without fear. God says that what is coming toward you is not a punishment, not a tragedy, not something that will break you, but something that will shake you awake. Heaven has waited far too long for you to rise, far too long for you to stop doubting yourself, far too long for you to accept how chosen, protected, and destined you truly are. This is why the message feels urgent. This is why you feel like something is shifting even as you read these words. God says that for far too long, you have allowed fear to guide you more than faith. You have allowed worry to sit at the front of your mind, pretending it is keeping you safe but only trapping you in circles. But this moment, this time, this divine hour of 11:11 p.m. on November 6th, is a doorway. Heaven is preparing to release something into your life that was delayed for months, even years, because the timing wasn't right, because the wrong people were around you, because certain truths had to be revealed, because your path needed cleansing, because your heart had to be softened. God says, "You were waiting for me, but I was also waiting for you." And now the time is aligning. God wants you to understand that nothing will go wrong with you as this unfolds. You are being protected in ways you cannot imagine. Angels have been sent specifically for this moment, specifically for you. Some of them have stood by your bed at night, whispering calm into your restless thoughts. Some of them have walked beside you when you felt alone in crowded rooms. Some of them have fought battles on your behalf that you never even knew existed. Archangel Michael himself has been present in the background, clearing obstacles, removing unseen dangers, pushing away people who were pretending to be for you but were silently working against you. God says those people cannot follow you into the next chapter. That is why they were shifted away, disconnected, exposed, or made to reveal themselves through their behavior. God says that this moment on November 6th at 11:11 p.m. is not just a date. It is an activation. It is the unlocking of something that has been buried inside you, something that has been waiting for the right frequency to awaken. You have been feeling tired for no reason, emotional for no reason, restless for no reason. But heaven says there is a reason. Your spirit is sensing a destiny moment approaching. Your soul knows something your mind cannot yet understand. You are on the edge of a breakthrough, one so powerful that even the spiritual world is holding its breath. God says this message comes with urgency because the energy around you is shifting quickly. New blessings, new truths, new revelations, new opportunities, these are moving toward you faster than you think. And God wants you to be ready, calm, open, and aligned when the moment arrives. God does not want you to miss the blessing because of fear, overthinking, or old emotional wounds that should have been released long ago. God says that you have been holding on to certain memories that still hurt, certain losses that still weigh on you, certain disappointments that still sit in your chest like stones. But heaven is telling you gently that these things cannot come with you into the next chapter. They were part of your story, but they are not part of your destiny. What broke you before will not break you now. What hurt you before will not hurt you now. You are stronger than you think, wiser than you realize, and more spiritually elevated than you notice. God says this: I am with you. I am beside you. I am around you. Nothing will go wrong for you. Nothing will harm you. Nothing will interrupt what I have prepared. You only need to trust me now, trust me the way you trusted me as a child before life confused you, before people disappointed you, before heartbreak taught you to fear the things you prayed for. God says that this message was not meant to come earlier. If it had come too soon, you would have doubted it. If it had come too late, you would have missed the divine timing. It is arriving right now because your spirit is ready. Even if your mind feels unsure, your soul knows. And God says your soul led you here for a reason. You are being told that the moment at 11:11 p.m. on November 6th carries a spiritual signature. 11:11 has always been a sign of alignment, awakening, divine intervention. Some people call it coincidence, but you know better. You have seen this number during moments when you were scared, confused, or praying for help. It was heaven tapping your shoulder, reminding you that angels are beside you. And now that number is returning in a bigger, louder, more intense form. It is not a message to fear. It is a message to prepare. God says that something shocking is coming, but the shock is not negative. It is the shock of seeing something you believed was impossible suddenly becoming real. The shock of a blessing arriving earlier than you expected. The shock of truth revealing itself so clearly that you cannot ignore it. The shock of an old situation breaking open and releasing you from everything that held you back. The shock of finally receiving what you prayed for when you thought God had forgotten you. God says, I never forgot you, not even for a second. You were carried through storms you didn't see coming. You were protected from betrayals you didn't know were planned. You were kept safe in moments when the enemy tried to create confusion around you. God says the fact that you are still standing, still breathing, still searching for answers, still hoping for better days, this is proof that heaven has not abandoned you. You survived too much for your story to end in sadness. You endured too much for your breakthrough not to arrive. You prayed too hard for nothing to change. God says that your tears were not ignored. Your late-night prayers were not rejected. Your struggles were not in vain. You are stepping into a divine moment that will shift the direction of your life, not because you are lucky but because you are chosen. You have a purpose, a destiny, a divine blueprint that cannot be erased by the mistakes of your past or the opinions of others. God says this message is urgent because the next few days carry spiritual pressure, pressure that will push old energies out of your life and pull new blessings toward you. Some people may suddenly distance themselves. Some situations may suddenly close. Some emotions may rise to the surface unexpectedly. But all of this is cleansing, preparation, alignment. Heaven is clearing your path so nothing stands in the way of what is meant for you. God says that on November 6th at 11:11 p.m., a window in the spiritual world will open, and something meant only for you will enter your life. It could be clarity, revelation, opportunity, protection, restoration, or abundance. But whatever it is, it will shock you because it will arrive in a way that feels too perfect, too precise, too divine to be coincidence. God says that when this moment comes, you must be calm. You must be present. You must be open. Do not fear it. Do not run from it. Do not question why it is happening to you. Simply receive it with faith. This moment is part of your destiny. This moment is part of your healing. This moment is part of your elevation. God says that after this moment, your life will not remain the same. Your perspective will shift. Your confidence will grow. Your spiritual senses will sharpen. Your path will become clearer. The confusion you went through will make sense. The detours you faced will be understood. The delays you experienced will prove to be protection. And the blessings that arrive will feel like overdue miracles. God wants to leave you with this: nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You are protected. You are surrounded by angels. You only need to trust me. Pray to me. Stay connected to me. I am not trying to scare you. I am trying to prepare you. What is coming is bigger than you imagine and closer than you think. And heaven says that you must hear this before it vanishes, before the divine window closes, before the energy shifts again. You are not reading this by accident. You are not here by mistake. You were guided to this message because your soul cried out for help, for clarity, for reassurance. And heaven responded immediately. God says, I am with you. I will stay with you. And what is coming on November 6th at 11:11 p.m. will reveal why I never left your side. God says this message is being delivered to you in the exact moment your soul was prepared to hear it, even if your mind feels unready, even if your heart has been trembling with unanswered questions, even if lately you have been feeling like heaven has gone silent. God says He has been trying again and again to reach you, calling out through signs, through sudden thoughts, through the heaviness in your chest, through the dreams that you didn't understand and the repeating numbers that refuse to leave you alone. God says, I'm tired of trying to talk to you in ways you keep ignoring, so now I am speaking directly, without any filter, because something very shocking is moving toward your life on November 6th at 11:11 p.m. And you must hear this before it disappears from your life in the next 35 seconds of divine timing. God says He does not want to scare you, He does not want to harm you, and nothing is going wrong with you. You are safe, completely safe, wrapped in heavenly protection even when your eyes cannot see the shield around you. But He needs your attention now because you have been drifting away mentally, losing your energy, allowing the world to exhaust you, forgetting that He has been watching every step, every tear, every silent moment where you whispered something inside your heart that no one else heard. He says you think He did not notice when you were lying in bed one night staring at the ceiling asking, God, can you hear me? Are you even there? He heard you. He watched the way you exhaled, the way your shoulders dropped, the way your spirit felt alone even in a room full of people. God says you have been carrying burdens that were never meant to be yours, holding guilt that never belonged to you, and fighting battles in silence because you believed no one would understand how mentally heavy life became for you. But God says, I saw everything. I heard everything. I counted every tear that you wiped away before anyone noticed. And now I am stepping in. God says this is not an ordinary message, not a soft whisper, not a calm divine reminder. This is an urgent announcement meant to shake your spirit awake. Because something connected to your destiny is shifting dramatically, and the moment it arrives at 11:11 p.m. on November 6th, your life will split into two pieces, before the shock, and after the shock. But God wants you to know that even though it feels urgent, overwhelming, sudden, and intense, this is not a punishment. This is a rescue. This is an intervention. This is His way of correcting something in your life that has been distorted for too long. God says someone has been trying to confuse you emotionally, drain your energy, or pull you away from your path. Someone whose intentions were not as clean as their words. Someone who smiled at you but hid something behind that smile. Someone who tried to speak sweetly but carried a shadow in their heart. Someone who underestimated your intuition, not knowing that God elevates the senses of His chosen ones. God says you have been feeling something was off, but you blamed yourself, thinking maybe you were imagining things, being oversensitive, or reading too deeply into situations. But God says, no, you were right. You sensed it because I allowed your spirit to pick up what your eyes could not. God says you have a purpose that is bigger than you think, and the closer you get to it, the more the enemy tries to distract you, confuse you, or make you afraid. But God wants to make something absolutely clear. You are untouchable under His protection. And nothing planned against you will succeed. Not the jealousy, not the lies, not the negative energy, not the spiritual interference, not the hidden conversations done behind your back. Nothing will break you because you are aligned with a power greater than anything that tries to stop you. God says that the shocking thing coming on November 6th at 11:11 p.m. is not meant to harm you but to reveal something, to expose something, to open your eyes to something you were not supposed to continue ignoring. Something is about to come to light. A truth. A realization. A shift. A message. A sign. A blessing disguised as a disruption. He says it will startle you for a moment, but then everything inside you will fall into place. God says He allowed delays in your life recently because He needed the timing to match perfectly with His plan. You felt stuck, blocked, paused, or forgotten, but heaven was aligning everything behind the scenes. God says, I wasn't ignoring you. I was protecting you from stepping into something too early. Timing matters. Destiny has a schedule. And you are walking toward a breakthrough that required patience. Now the waiting is ending. God says that He knows you have been feeling isolated lately, even around people. You've been feeling misunderstood, drained, or disconnected. God says this isolation wasn't a mistake. It was protection. He pulled you away from people whose hearts were not aligned with yours. People who talk but don't listen. People who take but don't give. People who were meant for a season, not a lifetime. God says, I removed them to make space for what is coming next. God says you need to prepare your spirit because the next phase of your life requires a stronger version of you, not a weaker one. You are stepping into a season where blessings are heavier and influence is greater, but so is responsibility. God says, I am not sending small gifts into your life. I am sending abundance that will touch generations after you. This is why the pressure has been heavy. This is why the emotional weight increased. This is why your heart has been sensitive, because your spirit is expanding to carry the next level of your destiny. God says the number 1111 is appearing because a doorway is opening, and November 6th is divinely marked as a turning point. But He also says that you do not need to fear this moment. You do not need to panic. You do not need to stress. Absolutely nothing will go wrong for you. You are safe. Fully safe. Heaven has already surrounded you with protection that cannot be broken. God says, if you trust me, everything will unfold exactly the way it is meant to. God says He knows you have been overwhelmed with responsibilities, fears, or thoughts that feel too much at times. He knows you have been exhausted mentally, feeling like no one truly understands what you're going through. But God says He has been carrying the weight with you all along. Even when you felt alone, you were never alone. He was there in every silent moment, guiding you, strengthening you, and keeping you safe from things you didn't even know were happening behind the scenes. God says He is not tired of loving you, He is tired of watching you doubt your worth. He is tired of watching you settle for less than you deserve. He is tired of watching you forgive people who don't change. He is tired of watching you give your heart to those who don't value it. He is tired of watching you blame yourself for things that were never your fault. And now He is taking control in a more direct way, because you deserve a life that reflects your divine purpose, not your past pain. God says the blessing coming to you is irreversible. No human can stop it. No enemy can block it. No negative force can interfere with it. And the shocking event that happens on November 6th at 11:11 p.m. will be the divine confirmation that everything you prayed for is being released. God says what is coming to you will replace every loss, heal every wound, restore your strength, renew your hope, and transform your life in a way you cannot imagine. God says He is preparing you for peace after a long season of spiritual battles. He is preparing you for clarity after months of confusion. He is preparing you for abundance after sacrifices that no one saw. And He is preparing you for joy that reaches places inside you that haven't felt light in a long time. God says the reason this message feels urgent is because your spirit already knows a shift is coming. You can feel the energy changing. You can sense something approaching. You can feel a door opening. And the divine timing of 11:11 marks the exact moment that destiny aligns. God says breathe. Trust. Rest in Him. Nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You are protected. You are chosen. And your breakthrough has already begun.